Welcome to Feet of Life Reflexology. My name is Per Bergström and I'm glad you're joining us today. I recently earned my diploma in reflexology from the School of Complementary Therapies here in Ottawa. And since January I've been a registered reflexology practitioner and a proud member of the Reflexology Registration Council of Ontario, or RCO. Today I'm honored to introduce someone who played a big role in my journey, Wendy Greene. Wendy was both my instructor and mentor during my time at the school, and I'm thrilled to have her here for my very first interview. Wendy brings over 12 years of rich experience in reflexology. She's currently in the process of writing a book about the practice, and she continues to inspire students as an instructor at the School of Complementary Therapies right here in Ottawa. Wendy, thank you so much for joining me today.
Wow, thank you for that introduction.
Yeah.
And you're a great student, so this is easy. It's going to be an easy interview.
Okay.
Yes. So you have the first question for me is.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. For those who may not be familiar with your work, can you share a little bit about your background and how you came to be involved with reflexology?
Yeah, absolutely. So I became involved with it by chance. Actually, I went to visit my sister in England, and has a certificate in reflexology. So
Okay.
she started doing my feet when I went over there, and honestly, it felt so amazing. I said, Mel, I couldn't care less what this is called. This feels amazing. So anyway, after all is said and done, she gives me the book to take back to Canada, the reflexology book. And a year later, I pick it up again and do my son's feet. And the reactions that he had from it, I was just blown away because he kept sleeping. It was relaxing for him. And then I said to myself, I wonder if I can get a certificate in this.
Okay.
So I went back. So when I got a certificate, and then later on, I got certified.
Okay, so that's how it started in England.
That's how it started.
Okay, and when was that about? What year are we looking at?
Oh my gosh, that must have been around 2002.
Oh wow, okay. So, but
yeah,
23 years ago. Wow, okay. Yeah.
That's when I was introduced to it.
Okay,
yeah.
So that sparked your interest.
Absolutely.
Okay, nice. All right, so let's see. Just a follow-up question. So where did you grow up, and how did your upbringing influence your path toward holistic health and reflexology?
Wow. Well, I grew up in the UK.
Okay.
And my path was definitely not reflexology.
No.
In my teens, I went to live in the States, and I was always in admin. Like I went to university for administration.
Okay.
And secretarial science. So that my path still wasn't a health path, and I couldn't understand why I really wasn't happy in any of my jobs. Then I got married and came to Canada, still in the administrative field. I just hated it. I did not like it at all. So the 9 to 5 thing, and then again in 2002, that's when I went to England and was introduced to reflexology, and then decided to take that path there.
Okay, yeah, you found your passion eventually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes, absolutely, Per. Yeah.
Okay. And was there a particular moment or client experience that made you realize reflexology would be kind of like your life's path? Like, did something extraordinary happen with a client of yours?
Yeah, I would say in general, when the reaction of people kept fueling me forward, because some people would say, "Oh my gosh, it's so relaxing, I feel so good."
Yeah.
Some people would even start crying.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
In a short period of time, and it just released all this emotion, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this therapy is so powerful.
Okay, yeah.
And it's the experiences of the clientele that fuels me to go forward.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah. Do you find it to be more powerful than other kinds of therapies because it evoked those kind of emotions?
I can't say I've tried all of the other therapies, but I've tried quite a few.
Okay.
And reflexology by far is number one as far as powerful effects in a short period of time.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. All right. So let's see. So training in philosophy. You've been practicing and teaching reflexology for many years. Have your approach to reflexology evolved over time, or has it stayed consistent?
I would say it's evolved to the point of insurances, major insurances now covering reflexology. If your insurance plan pays into reflexology, they're now covering it, like Canada Life, Green Shield, Blue Cross Blue Shield, some of the big players, OTIP for the teachers. So yeah, it's evolved to that point where people are recognizing how effective it is for the body as a natural therapy.
Okay, nice. And do you follow or teach a particular style or method of reflexology?
I do. I follow the Fairbrass method, which is what I train most of my students in.
Okay, yeah.
Because I teach for the School of Complementary Therapies, and I just find that I don't know, like second to none. I have to say, because I've had reflexology from other therapists, and the Fairbrass method is by far the
All
best.
right, so it's not the same.
In my opinion. In my opinion.
Okay, yeah. So it's not the same in general. Like Fairbrass is like a different kind more, or like a little deviation of the.
I would say more. I would say more is the technique.
Okay.
You get the same results from other therapists, but once you have to experience the Fairbrass method and compare it to understand what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So people have to get an appointment with you to find out the Fairbrass method versus others.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. All right. I see. So now we're gonna go over to the clinical and practical insights. So what kind of physical or emotional issues do you see most often in your practice? So what kind of people, what do they come in for? What's their issues most of the time?
Yeah, for those that have done their research, some people would just say they're coming in for relaxation. Those that know about reflexology, they would say they're coming in for relaxation, pain reduction. If they have arthritis in their feet, in their toes, then they would let me know that. But I do an overall treatment. I don't specifically treat one ailment. You can't.
Okay, so you cover the whole foot.
Yeah. That's right.
Okay.
The whole routine.
Yeah, the
whole foot. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And how do you support clients who are skeptical or unsure about reflexology? The people that might be a little bit on the fence, kind of like, what is this?
Yeah, unfortunately, Per, that's most of my male clientele. They don't know how touching the feet can help the whole body.
Okay.
Until you have it done.
Yeah.
Right. So basically, all I do for my skeptics is do a whole routine on the feet, and they come back to me with the results.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they get kind of converted. They see the benefits and come back.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Some do.
Oh, very nice. Yeah.
It works.
Yes. And is there a particular reflex point that fascinates you or that you find especially powerful over the years?
I would say it's all powerful, but the one that most people comment on is the solar plexus move, where you press into the solar plexus on the foot, in the middle of the ball of the foot. Okay. Just below the ball of the foot. And you push into that reflex point. And most people just get a sensation like profound relaxation. And that one always amazes me when people do that.
Okay. Yeah, so it's very relaxing point for people.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's see, so in regards to teaching and mentoring, you train many reflexologists over the years. What do you see as the biggest challenges new practitioners face when they start out? And
when they start out, I would say the biggest challenge is finding their niche as to which direction they want to go, because you can take reflexology anywhere. So the challenge is to figure out, do I want to do it on a cruise ship? Do I want to be a part of a wellness clinic? Do I want to do a home practice? There's so many variations. So that's what I find is the biggest challenge.
Oh, okay. And where do you see, where do most students kind of go towards, do you think?
Opening up their own practice.
Oh, they do. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And what advice would you give someone just beginning their journey into reflexology?
Keep learning, keep going forward, and share your experiences with others
Okay.
and other practitioners. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How important is mentorship and continuing education in the field, do you think?
Paramount. Paramount.
Yeah.
Sure. It's I find that yeah, it's always evolving, just like technology, like the medical, the health and wellness industry is always evolving too, finding out new modalities of health and natural health, that is. So I would say just keep up with the associations. They always have the latest news and share it.
Okay. Yeah. Is there a lot of like new points being found on the feed you find, or is it just like new techniques maybe that evolve?
That's a good question. It's like the human body. It's like as long as we've had this body of ours, they're always finding something new in a cell or in the bloodstream that wasn't there before, a cure for a certain ailment, and it's constantly evolving. So I think it's the same for reflexology.
Oh, okay.
Um, so you just have to keep, like I said, as far as education, you just have to keep keeping up to date with what's going on and the latest about that particular field.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's see. All right, and then we have reflexology in the community. So I'm just gonna add a picture here so you can see what you are involved in. Um,
Sure.
so let me know if you can see this.
Yes, I see it. So
Oh,
that picture there is a picture at Blues Festival, Ottawa Blues Festival. So we've been there for I'd say about 8 years. Pre 8 years include we'll take out 2 years for COVID. But
okay,
yeah, so we get a reflexology attendant, as you can see there. It's open to the public, and it's only a 15-minute session, but these people, they just loved it. They loved it. So each year we come, there's people running across the grass to sit in our seats,
okay,
and even for a 15-minute session, I'm telling you, it works wonders, and it introduces people to the field of reflexology. They love it. They love
okay.
it.
Do you ever notice that you see recurrent people from past years coming again, or is it always kind of new,
Good
revolving?
question. Good question. Good question. No, we have our regulars,
Okay,
and
so they
to the
always
point
come
where
back.
they said, "You put me on the." Yeah, they always come back. They
Okay,
do.
nice. I'm gonna see that we have another picture too, so I'm gonna see if I can pull up that one here. Is another picture of the at the Blues Fest.
Sure. That's always a fun time.
Yeah, so here we have, yeah, so you are performing reflexology on one of the Blues Fest participants here.
Yes, I
Yeah.
am. Yes, I am. And there's another therapist, if you can see her. I'm not sure if to the right of me there. So we only have about 4 or 5 therapists on the go. And as soon as someone across the way sees people with their feet up, they think it's a foot rub. But
Oh,
once they experience the treatment, then it's, oh my gosh, this is different than a foot rub. This is amazing. And it relaxes the body too in a short period of time.
yeah.
People love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you technically already answered my follow-up question, like how people are, the people that are trying reflexology for the first time at the event, how what their feedback is. So, yeah, obviously
Yeah.
they enjoy it. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. They most of them sleep during the time, like a short 15 minutes, or their eyes are closed at least.
Okay.
But it's so exciting to see their reaction when they get up, and then they just feel like they have new feet. Some of them say
Oh, really?
it's awesome.
So,
Yeah.
does it happen that they come to you and say, "Oh, I have this issue," or and then you try to focus on specific points for that, or is it more like just a general relaxation session they get?
Good question, Per. And no, we can't legally we cannot treat or diagnose. So if they come to
Okay.
me for a certain ailment, they're having migraines, I don't go straight to the brain reflex because it could be something in the spine reflex that's the root cause, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
we're trained to do an overall treatment, and they come back to us with the results because it helps everything, right? So
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Nice. All right, and then we have let's see. I'm gonna stop sharing that then. So reflexology in today's world. Have you seen changes in how public perceives reflexology in recent years? And do you think the field is moving toward greater integration into the mainstream healthcare?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, Per. I've seen it because every time that someone gets reflexology, uh, they get positive results, they spread the word. So that helps to integrate it into their community or into with their friends, and that's how it's evolving and growing. It's fantastic.
Okay, yeah. Nice. Okay. All right, and then we move forward to your book that's currently in progress. So I know that you
Okay.
are, yeah, I know that you are in the process of writing a reflexology book. So can you tell us what inspired you to start this project?
Well, honestly, it's my clientele. There's not a time that goes by. Even this morning when I was at a client's place, they asked me the same question, which is, what part of the foot are you working on? What part of the body does that pertain to on your feet? And I always used to say, and I tell them what it is. But then I said to myself, you know what? Instead of asking these questions, why don't I just do a book and take apart the reflex points?
Okay.
And that's exactly what I did. So for example, if you see in the picture above, there is a picture of the brain there or the kidneys, and it'll show you on the feet exactly where the kidneys is. So because it's from A to Z, the reflex points are from A to Z. If you want to look up where the heart is, you just look at the word heart, and you'll see exactly where it is on the feet.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's what inspired me to start the book, and it's almost complete. I have a GoFundMe out there, as you can see the GoFundMe page there.
Yeah.
So it's in order to complete it, yeah, just a little bit more funding, and then I'm planning to get that done by December.
About December. Okay.
That's my goal
Yeah.
of
So
this year. Yeah.
okay. So the GoFundMe that's still active, so people can donate to the project.
Yes, yeah, I have a QR code there, or they can contact me on Facebook, Happy Feet for You on
Okay.
Facebook.
Okay.
My website's currently under construction, so you won't be able to get through to the .org right
Oh.
now.
Okay. Yeah. So you're almost at the time of, to be released.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes, exciting stuff. And then I will post it on the Facebook page once it's released.
Okay. Yeah.
The progress. Yeah.
And who do you think the book is suited for? Is it more for students or practitioner or just the general public in large, just to
Wow.
learn more? Or,
Yeah, I have to think about that one, Per, because it's good for the general public, because it's my clientele that's been asking these questions.
okay.
So, and the practitioners, or if you have a reflexology center, you can put these books in your waiting area to allow people to see the reflex points broken down and what reflexology is all about.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's see now. I think you already answered when you had your timeline or the release date in mind. So by the end
Yes.
of the year, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And people can stay up to date, so they have to follow your Facebook page in regards to that, and maybe your website
Sure.
in the future.
Absolutely. They can follow the Facebook page, or they can email me directly, and Per will post that in his little link there. You can see my email address and contact me directly.
Okay, right, nice. Um, let's see. I'm gonna add another picture here that you can tell me about. Let's see.
Okay.
Just, okay, I have it. All right, this picture is very interesting. Can you tell me about this picture?
Oh yes, that is our former mayor Jim Watson. He's really good with showing up for entrepreneur health and wellness events.
Okay.
Uh, and this was a health and wellness event in the city of it was downtown in City Hall. So he walked around to each and every one of the vendors that was there, or the practitioners, and so he sat down, and then and yeah, he thoroughly enjoyed it. Right there, I'm doing hand reflexology, and he was just relaxed and calm and talking to me as
Okay.
I'm working.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he liked it. He said it felt amazing. That's how
Okay.
you get exposure too, right?
Yeah.
Just get it up there, and then word of mouth.
Yes. Yeah. And then I also know that you have done some reflexology on NHL players in the past as well.
Yes, that was a few years ago.
Okay.
Um, I had an office in New York hair salon, and yeah, they used to go there to get their hair cut. So I did a few of their feet, and honestly, hockey players, Mark Mathot, he said, "No, I don't like my feet being done." I said, "Let me do my work on your feet. If you don't like it, I'll do your hands." Well, 1 hour later, I was still on his feet.
Oh wow.
And then the next time I saw him, he was saying to me, he says, "Wendy," he says, I have to admit, I had so much energy, and where you found those uric acid crystal buildup on my feet, that's the only place I'm being treated for."
Oh wow.
So he made a believer out of me. So that was amazing. That was a good testimony right there. And he
Yeah,
said
for sure.
it gave him more energy. That's what he noticed.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And let's see. So what keeps you inspired and passionate about this work after all these years?
Yeah, the results.
The
Period.
results. Okay.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the results. They speak for themselves. You can't fake reflexology. And once the individual experiences it and receives a physiological change, and they rave about it, your work is done, and they're happy. You know.
Okay. Yeah. Do you find that are the general public getting a little bit more awareness of what reflexology is, or is it still kind of like vague for people? You think?
I personally feel that it's growing because and a massage addict now hires reflexologists
Okay.
as well as massage therapists. I know a lot of the practitioners that are doing it as a uh, as a home-based business or in the health and wellness sector. So it's definitely growing, um, and word of mouth. That's the
Okay.
quickest form of advertisement.
All right. That sounds like a promising future for the practice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you for.
Yeah. And and how do you take care of your own energy as a practitioner and teacher? Because I know you must be kind of exhausted to always treat other people, so you must do something kind of like to get your own energy restored
Yeah,
afterwards.
self-care. It's self-care.
Yeah.
I just started it, to be honest. I should have started a long time ago, but self-care, just have someone, another practitioner do my feet or my hands. Um, uh, and then, yeah, self-care. That's all I can say.
Okay. Yeah, it's
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 great.
important to keep up to date with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And what's the most surprising thing reflexology has taught you, either professionally or personally?
That you can help people um, without the assistance of drugs.
Okay.
Um, and then personally, yeah, I just feel happy when I can help people. So it, I think that's what it's all about. So if that you have a passion for what you do,
Yeah.
you'll do it well.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome. And then just in regards to we have almost gone through all the questions here. We're just going to do a wrap up. So, how can people learn more about your work or connect with you?
Like I mentioned earlier, Facebook is the best way to get me right now.
Okay.
And Per will have a link for anyone that wants to contact me. So it's Happy Feet for You. So Happy HAPPY FEET, the number 4 and the letter U. That's on the Facebook. As soon as it opens up, you will see like an orange and blue like picture of a brain. That's me. There's only a couple there.
Okay.
And then my email address, happyfeet4u@hotmail.ca. And make sure you put .ca, not .com.
.ca. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So either Facebook or Hotmail is the best options to reach you.
Right now, yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna put all of those in the links on the video, so people have access to it easy. So.
Perfect.
And any final thoughts or messages you'd like to share with the reflexology community or those curious about trying it for the first time?
Yeah, the Nike slogan, just do it, because we can talk about it till we're blue in the face.
Yeah.
And but yeah, just do it. And it's a simple therapy with a powerful technique.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. Yeah, just do it. Yeah, it's important to get over that first step to get going.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, Wendy, for joining me today. That was all the questions that I had at right now, and hopefully we can do a follow-up interview when your book has been released and see how that has been going.
That would be awesome, and thank you for having me. I'm sure you're going to do great on this venture of yours, Per, because I think more and more people need to know about this, and this is definitely the way to do it. So thank you for having me.
All right, absolutely a pleasure. Thank you,
Take
Wendy.
care.